Is the real estate market going to come crashing down in 2022? Well, that's the biggest fear that a lot of people have about real estate right now. A lot of people thought the market would come crashing down in 2021, but what about 2022? Prices continue to go higher and higher. And why is the word crash such a hot topic right now? Well, it really came from the 2008 financial meltdown. That 2008 financial meltdown, it should have never have happened. The big reason it did is because banks were giving out bad loans to unqualified people, and then the whole house of cards came crashing down. Due to that financial meltdown being so recent, the word crash has really been a hot topic this past year in 2021 and coming into 2022. In 2008, a lot of banks were giving out loans to people who completely lied on their application, information that the banks did not verify, and a lot of these home buyers were putting down even 0%. Lending after the crash has been a lot more strict due to many government guidelines. Nowadays, a lot of buyers are putting down 10 to 20% in their home as well, so there's actual equity inside of the home. If a crash were to happen, which we're definitely not hoping for, people actually have equity inside of their homes, and this is going to allow them to actually sell their home without getting their home foreclosed on. Before the crash in '08, another issue that we saw was there was tons of supply in the housing market. People were buying homes left and right because there were so many homes that were available. Now what we are seeing in the market is the complete opposite. Inventory of homes is super short, and because of that, especially in the Bay Area, homes have been selling at a high premium. A big reason for this is immediately after the crash, not many people were building homes due to the risk. And with that, we saw a very short supply, and we're still trying to catch up right now. Limited markets such as the Bay Area, Southern California, and New York, there's just no more land to develop. So even if we wanted to build more homes, it's just not possible. And with that, the home prices have continued to rise. As we look back on the fourth quarter of 2021, we see that the market has been very, very strong. Traditionally, this time of the year is not the best time to sell a home, but it has been insanely hot. Same as with fourth quarter of 2020. Now, this time of the year, there's definitely much less inventory on the market, but there's still the same amount of buyers. In the fourth quarter in 2021, we saw single family homes get upwards of 15 to 20 offers, and these homes are selling 200, 300, even 400K over, which is completely insane. Two things also happened in 2021 that people have been talking about forever. Number one, what if people leave the Bay Area? And number two, what if jobs leave the Bay Area? And in 2021, with COVID, we actually saw both of these things happen. With the ability to work remote, a lot of people have left the Bay Area to live and work elsewhere. And also, a lot of jobs have also left the Bay Area. And even with that, home prices in the Bay Area continue to soar even higher. What we are seeing in 2021 and going into 2022 is interest rates are already starting to rise, and they will continue to rise. What will that do to the Bay Area housing market in terms of prices? And also, what will it do in terms of our affordability? My personal feeling, and this is based on the 30 or so buyers we help monthly reach their real estate goals, is no. The housing market is going to continue to rise. It could be slower in 2022, but we don't foresee home prices dropping. Now, if that changes, we'll definitely let you know, as we do have our ear to the ground. The 30-year fixed rate mortgage was 2.9% in the third quarter of 2021. We forecast mortgage rates to increase slightly through the remainder of the year and reach 3%, rising to 3.5% for full year of 2022. As you know, mortgage rates play a significant role in your home search. As rates go up, so will your monthly mortgage payments, and this will directly affect how much of a home you can afford. With mortgage rates on the rise, you probably already have seen an impact on the amount of home that you're searching for and what that price gets for you in terms of the location and square footage of the home. So take this time to take advantage of the current low rates, as even 0.25% change will have a big effect on the housing market. This past year in 2021, we've helped hundreds of buyers buy homes. And even though it was very, very scary at the time, most of our clients have already seen about 50,000 to even 100,000 in terms of appreciation, and that's just over the span of 1 year. We always tell our buyers to make sure they're pre-approved to start shopping for a home, and this year it's even more important. You want to get all that legwork and homework done so that when you see the right home, you'll be ready to take advantage of the market, as a lot of homes are selling very quickly, which I'm sure you know, and this will allow you to get into your dream home. If you've had thoughts of purchasing a new home in 2022, give us a call, as we're always here to help, and we're going to refer you to one of our great lenders who will help you on the process and answer any questions that you might have. You might think to yourself, I understand all this information and it makes sense, but Thomas, the prices are just too high. And what I tell our clients to help them through this process is, let's take, for example, $1 million home. You're never going to pay $1 million unless you actually live in the home for 30 years. Now, most of our clients, they live in these properties for about 5 to 7 years. They sell the home, they take the equity, and move into their next home. Number two, the price is not important if two factors are met. And what are those two factors? Number one, do you like the home? Number two, are the monthly payments comfortable? If these two factors are met, number one, you love the home, and number two, the monthly payments are comfortable, it makes sense to buy the home regardless of what that price is. Because again, the price is just a number, just like age. Where are home prices going to go in 2022? Based on 3 housing price predictions, we're going to see home prices rise to 7.4% based on Fannie Mae, 7% based on Freddie Mac, and 5.1% based on the Mortgage Bankers Association. So based on these 3 major housing entities, we're going to see home prices rise in 2022 between 5 to 7%. And where will mortgage rates be a year from now? Right now, Freddie Mac has the interest rate at 3.1%, but they are also predicting that interest rates will be at a much higher number at the end of 2022 as the economy recovers. Fannie Mae has it at 3.4%, Freddie Mac at 3.7%, and again, the Mortgage Bankers Association has it at 4%. With all this information, does it make sense for you and your family to get into the housing market in 2022? Well, it all depends. Everyone's situation is different. Give us a call, 408-840-3852, and we'll be able to discuss your situation and take you through the pluses and the minuses of purchasing in 2022.